Hey guys, and welcome to the Working Money Channel. This just in from Good Morning Crypto, 172,300 people hold $1 million in crypto, according to Henley and Partners. Guys, check out this chart here. So this is worldwide crypto wealth statistics. And so millionaires who are invested in cryptocurrency, that makes up roughly 172,300 people. And guys, that number went up 95% in the last year. Centimillionaires make up only 325 people. So people owning $100 million or more in crypto. And billionaires are at 28. So only 28 people out there, guys, who own cryptocurrency are billionaires. Now, this is a general crypto category. You guys can see here, the Bitcoin category is a little less just because these are people who are only invested in Bitcoin and nothing else. But guys, this just goes to show you what these numbers are. And, this number is going to go way up once we do hit that euphoria phase. I have a feeling that many of us are going to become millionaires, boom, just like that, probably within the span of 3 or 4 weeks. For more information on what I'm trading this bull run, you can find me at patreon.com/workingmoneychannel. I am going to be making an official announcement today on the Patreon to remind my Patreon subscribers that this Friday we are going to do another live Q&A session. So for those of you guys interested in checking that out, you can subscribe, patreon.com/workingmoneychannel. It is for the paid subscribers only. This is the chance where you guys can pick my brain, ask me any question you want about cryptocurrency. I know the market has been kind of quiet as of late. We haven't seen, that much in terms of market movements. I mean, Bitcoin has just been vacillating back and forth pretty much since we did see all-time high back on March the 14th. So since March 14th, it has been, now we're tallying up 167 days of pretty much sideways movement for Bitcoin. And I know, guys, we just have to be patient before this market moves once again. So in the past, we've seen these having corrections. Then we've seen a blow off top to the upside. Stock Money Lizards here pointing this out. So having correction from back in 2020, we did see this resistance level. We did butt up against resistance right near the end there. And right now, we're just kind of butting up against it. We're still coming back down again. But eventually, guys, we are going to butt up against that probably one more time before we continue to make our way to the upside. So we are still at this point in time, unfortunately, in a wait and see phase. And historically, Septembers have not been that bullish. So I wouldn't hold your breath for September either. I mean, we still might see some more of this throughout September. Anyway, wanted to thank Good Morning Crypto and Stock Money Lizards just for pointing that out. Guys, crypto market has slipped back down below 50. We are in neutral territory still, but now we're at 47. The market cap is at 2.11 trillion. 24-hour volume has increased by a little bit, by 41.22%. Bitcoin dominance still holding on at 56.1%. So Bitcoin dominance slowly creeping up. Again, not too much to report. XRP is down 1.29%. Whereas Bitcoin is down 4.08% in the last 24 hours. We did see a bit of a sell-off. Some altcoins faring worse than others. Ultimately, though, Bitcoin is the leader. And because we did see this sell-off here, let me throw this on the hourly so you guys can see here. Big sell-off in and around here Tuesday afternoon. And now we're just trying to regain. Of course, buyers did see an opportunity below $60,000 to buy up some more cheap Bitcoin. So buyers and sellers are now fighting at that $60,000 level. Currently, as of the time of this recording, Bitcoin is still trading below $60,000 at $59,700 per coin. But XRP, guys, take a look at this. Even though we did see this large negative selling pressure volume bar here, the price of XRP comparatively, okay, if you look at that candlestick, that is not a very large red candlestick. We can see here buyers really want to buy up XRP at these prices, 56, 57 cents, give or take, and the price of XRP has continued to rise as a result. So the next two candlesticks after this, again, this is XRP on the hourly. You guys can probably see that a little better if I zoom in here. So zoomed in very, very close here. You guys can see that volume bar in concert with this candlestick really does show you guys that although there was a lot of selling pressure, the price did not actually move that much within the hour. And we did see continued buying pressure for XRP. Right now, XRP is sitting at 0.577. So I hope you guys are ready. I hope you guys are strapped in. The fun part of the bull market only lasts about 12 months. And, those 12 months are probably going to happen at the end of 2024 to the end of 2025, roughly. Again, this is why I have kept the Patreon so affordable. I want us to all be on the same side of the trade, guys. I want you guys to see what I'm doing this time around And I wanted to make the Patreon affordable enough so that a lot of you guys can join me and stick with me throughout this entire bull phase. So getting back to Lady of Crypto's tweet here, in the 2017 bull run, the pump started in and around December 2016 and lasted 11 months. In the 2021 bull run, it started in and around October 2020 and lasted 13 months. So both pumps started in Q4. And guys, like I said, Q4, October, November, December, that is the latter half of the year, obviously. So I don't know what's going to happen if we might start seeing some twitching occurring maybe in September. But all things considered, September, generally not a very bullish month. Things are about to get crazy. And when they do, we have around 12 months to make the most of it. So she's just bringing up these charts here. This is a Bitcoin on the monthly, and you guys can see those months have generally been crazy. The fun part, she says 11 months, the fun part 13 months. And so the fun part coming very, very soon. I can't wait. I know I'm getting very excited here. Marty Party also posting this, continuing my coverage of ultra low Bitcoin reserves. So Coinbase, under 1 million remaining. Check this out. So this is the amount of the amount of Bitcoin particularly on these exchanges as of, he posted this, I think yesterday. So as of yesterday, Coinbase, a lot of Bitcoin has been bought up. So Coinbase says they only have 1 million remaining. Binance is down 44,100 and had to move 30,000 from their own personal cold storage to support the exchange liquidity. So something is happening here, guys. I think, mostly people are just realizing that this could be the last hurrah, the last opportunity to buy up these affordable cryptocurrencies. I mean, Bitcoin is obviously the most popular one, but generally speaking, to buy up, a lot of these cryptocurrencies before we start to see our way up in this next leg. So another interesting metric here from Marty Party. Wanted to thank him just for posting that. All these things are going to culminate, guys, including the regulatory clarity that we are yet to see in the US. However, guys, we are getting closer. Bill Morgan here posting this. I'm increasingly less confident that the SEC will appeal the Ripple summary judgment. I know the clock is counting down, and we're all kind of waiting with bated breath to see if the SEC does decide to appeal. But Bill Morgan, who is one of the lawyers in the XRP community, he's saying, he's less confident the SEC is going to appeal the summary judgment decision if merely legal considerations are influencing the decision whether to appeal. So he did point out yesterday that Judge Ulrich in the Kraken case preferred the approach of Judge Jackson in the Binance case and of Judge Torres in the Ripple case. He did point that out down here. And I will link this tweet in the description if you guys want to read it. But he's saying that both these judges' verdicts here distinguish between primary and secondary market transactions. So, I'm guessing what he's thinking is, if the thought process is for these judges, I follow what he says, I follow what she says, then, it becomes a more of a solid case, I guess. The more judges that agree upon a decision, I think that is not looking great for the SEC. So maybe what Bill's saying too a little bit is that, the SEC probably should have decided to appeal before more of these judges came out and made their decisions. But on the other side, I guess maybe the SEC didn't want to be making stupid decisions before these judges did come out with their final verdicts. So an interesting dynamic here that we're seeing. Bill is now saying he really does doubt that the SEC is going to appeal, and that's going to bode well for XRP holders. So wanted to thank Bill just for sharing that. Guys, I also happen to see this recent rumors that Kamala Harris was considering Gary Gensler as Treasury Secretary was apparently planted by Elizabeth Warren. Misinformation? Things that make you go,
I've heard a lot of different things. So according to my sources inside the SEC, he's toying with the idea of stepping down from the chairmanship role into a commissioner role. And we're hearing he is entertaining that because he may not be able to get a job anywhere else because he's that unpopular. There was this rumor floating around on the internet recently that Kamala Harris was considering nominating him to Treasury Secretary. Right. So we're hearing that actually was planted by Elizabeth Warren, who actually is the #1 nemesis. I think she's #1. Gary Gensler is more so just operating at her direction.
Where does one begin and the other end, though?
So, and we're hearing the reason why she did that is because they're then planning to do some polling on how did that announcement impact her base.
Who do you think would be a candidate for the chair position if Gensler were to step aside?
I actually have information on this that I'm not at liberty to
Come on,
share.
Marianne.
So that was courtesy of the Paul Barron Network. Marianne Boring apparently has the inside scoop of who would replace Gary Gensler if he were to resign, if he were to step down as the leader of the SEC. But can you believe it? Elizabeth Warren planting this to kind of gauge sentiment to see how people would react to this news. Considering Gary Gensler, though, is so unpopular, he would actually step down as the lead commissioner and, just kind of take a role in the back seat. And so who could be the lead? Could it be Hester Peirce? Probably a very popular candidate there. I guess we will just have to wait and see. So I wanted to thank Paul Barron for that interview. Guys, September 1st is going to be a big day. Russia is planning to test its new digital payment system using the Russian ruble alongside cryptocurrencies. Now, why this is important is because we did just get some new news recently. Thailand will initially distribute 10,000 baht to 1 million disabled citizens through a digital wallet. So big moves are occurring. Russia, in a move to circumvent Western restrictions, the Russian government has announced plans to launch regulated trials of cryptocurrency exchanges for cross-border payments starting on September the 1st. So now the question becomes, are they going to be using Ripple and XRP, or at least have that possibility in the back end? I know you guys probably remember this video that I did quite a while ago. This was back from February of 2022, and I do believe this was actually the second time I reported on this. The first time was when King Solomon originally discovered these papers. Okay, this dates all the way back to 2018, a connection to Russia, Ripple, and XRP. Check this out. Sanctions have been put on these countries via the SWIFT system. And so just bringing you guys back to this document, I believe it was originally discovered by King Solomon. But I wanted to bring this up just to show you guys, just demonstrating that Russia, the Bank of Russia's Novosibirsk Innovation Laboratory, conducted research on testing the possibility of cross-border settlements using the Ripple platform. This was back in 2018. The system technology assumed that the settlement participants had special accounts opened in national payment systems and addresses in the Ripple network. Reflection of operations in national payment systems could be performed both after each transfer and at the end of the trading day or at certain intervals. Based on the research results, it was concluded that the Ripple platform can be considered as the basis for starting work on creating a system for cross-border settlements, provided that the following organizational, legal, and technical issues are resolved. And so they give a bullet point synopsis of what those are. As far back as 2018, though, Russia trialing out Ripple's technology, DLT, obviously trying to move away from a traditional system now. I don't know where Russia is today. Again, this was from 2018. A lot has happened since then. And I still think either way, whether the Great Reset occurs or not, whether it is implemented in totality or not, I definitely think Ripple and XRP are going to have a central role, because I think the current financial system as we know it, we're not going back to that. I think that is a thing of the past. We are going to have to move on to something new. So if you guys didn't catch this video a couple of years ago, I actually will link it up here in the top right-hand corner, because I do discuss some interesting topics regarding Russia and the Great Reset and how it seems as though Russia is rejecting the Great Reset. So I think there's some interesting information in this video for you guys to digest if you're interested in that kind of thing. So, getting back to Russia, guys, the fast payment system, okay, it's a 24-hour service provided by the Bank of Russia that allows you to instantly transfer money between accounts in different banks using a mobile phone, pay for purchases, services, and taxes, and perform other transactions. Now, it does make sense for Russia to implement this kind of a thing. It operates 24/7. Transfer fees are either low or zero, so likely running on DLT technology. More than 200 banks, including the largest ones, are already connected to the system. SBP users can receive payments from organizations and pay for purchases using QR codes and other instruments. So guys, all connected via your smartphone, via a QR code, using a phone number to receive payments. Fees are very low. What does this all say? So we do know the Bank of Russia appears to be moving forward with plans to test cross-border deals. I also happen to see this just from ISO 20022. This was from a while ago, just kind of introducing this new concept. So this would allow these individuals to trade crypto as the country explores the use of cryptocurrencies for cross-border transactions. In an interview published on Monday, August the 26th, in a Russian newspaper, the Bank of Russia's state secretary and deputy governor indicated a possible shift in the nation's stance on cryptocurrencies. He disclosed that the central bank is contemplating the possibility of permitting a limited group of specially qualified individuals to participate in buying and selling cryptocurrencies. or rather it says investors there, not individuals, investors. And here's the quote: "There is currently a discussion about allowing a limited group of particularly qualified investors to trade digital currencies, enabling them to buy and sell such assets. However, this is a topic for the next stage. In the meantime, all potential risks need to be thoroughly analyzed." So this definitely piques my interest. Then I saw this from Smoke, exclusive. So not only did we have that paper here from, I do believe it was a university, or was it a research paper or a pilot project, right, with the Bank of Russia's Novosibirsk Bank and their innovative laboratory testing Ripple and XRP. Fast forward to some new information, guys, discovered by Smoke here. Ripple Russia presentation that's been completely under the radar until now. Another 2018 confidential presentation was delivered. And guys, this is a different one than what was discovered back in a couple of years ago, the video that I did in 2022. A confidential presentation was delivered on the state of cryptocurrencies and cross-border services. This took place at the Research Institute of World Economy and International Relations in Moscow, Russia. The presentation highlighted that after the financial collapse of 2008, a critical request was made, a request for a new approach to interbank cross-border transfers. And the first proposal for this innovative solution, you guessed it, it was Ripple. The significance of Ripple being mentioned in this context is profound. And so it is revealed that even in the early stages of the cryptocurrency revolution, Ripple was recognized at high levels for its potential to transform the broken global financial system. And so on the left here, this is the Russian document in all Russian. And on the right here, you guys can see a bit of a translation here. So from the Research Institute of World Economy, you can see they talk a little bit here about the financial crisis, and they talk about Ripple being that fintech system that they want to leverage all the way back in 2018. But guys, it doesn't stop there. Another one here from Smoke. Ripple as a central bank, again, from this same Russian presentation here. And I'm just going to read his tweet because he basically just summarizes what is in this translation here. Okay, in the Russian PowerPoint, it is stated that the new technologies that are being tested are operating in a closed mode and do not disclose information about their activities. These are the most powerful financial institutions in the world. Naturally, they keep the technologies they have hidden from the public eye. This is why discussions about Ripple working in test mode with major banks only occurs with confidential presentations like this one. This information was never meant for retail eyes. The Russian presentation even refers to Ripple as a central bank. So boom goes the dynamite, guys. Check this out right down here. At the same time, Ripple acts as a central bank. So huge news here. It further describes the deflationary nature of XRP, explaining that its supply becomes more scarce as XRP is burned with every transaction, which in turn drives up its price through reduced supply. So another great slide here, but guys, it does not end there. More great information from Smoke. In the same presentation, major confirmation was given that all major banks partnered with Ripple, including systematically important institutions like Santander, Bank of America, Standard Chartered, are all operating in test mode. If these major banks are still in the testing phase, it means they have not yet fully integrated Ripple's technology to go live into their day-to-day operations. This explains the lack of significant price movement for XRP despite its potential utility. So guys, when Brad Garlinghouse says Bank of America is pretty much ready, set to just run out of the gate flying, it could be because they are already, a lot of these banks already using the Ripple XRP test mode. The real price impact for XRP will come once these tests conclude and the bank move to full-scale adoption. The fact that systematically important banks are involved in testing is a positive sign for the future of XRP. The successful conclusion of these tests will create a demand for XRP as a utility asset, financial transactions significantly driving up the price. So the market may currently be in a wait-and-see mode, with investors holding off on driving up XRP's price until they see clear signs of full adoption and regulatory clarity. Once these test transitions to live operations, it may very well trigger a revaluation of XRP's value. As David Schwartz says, they must be willing to flip the switch. So there you guys have it. A lot of these banks are leveraging RippleNet, utilizing XRP in a test mode setting, including Bank of America, Standard Chartered, Bank Santander, and it seems as though many other Russian banks are also doing the same. So this is huge news, guys. I gotta say, as we continue to accumulate, remember, have a good mix, some utility coins and some high flyers, because we want to be on this list, either millionaires, hopefully centimillionaires, maybe even billionaires. And for more information on the types of cryptocurrencies I'm trading, you can still get into some of these coins at a steal of a deal. You can follow me at patreon.com/workingmoneychannel for more, but that's just my opinion. I want to hear what you guys think. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video if you like the content I'm providing. I always love hearing your comments. See you in the next one, guys.